Good morning. I am Ansari Shiva Ghulam Nabi from 12th Science at Late Ramesh Varpurkar Junior College, Sonpet. Today we are celebrating the Children's Day. On the occasion of Children's Day, I am talking about some points of the biography of the Jawaharlal Nehru. So let's see. Jawaharlal Nehru was the first president of Independence India. Jawaharlal Nehru was born to a family of Kashmiri Brahmins noted for their administrative aptitude and scholarship who had migrated to Delhi early in the 18th century. He was son of the Motilal Nehru, a renowned lawyer and leader of the India independence movement, who became one of the Mohandas Mahatma Gandhi's prominent associates. Jawaharlal was the eldest of 4 children, 2 of whom were girls. A sister Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit later became the first woman president of the United Nations of General Assembly. Until the age of 16, Nehru was educated at home by a series of English governesses and tutors. Only one of those, a part Irish, part Belgian, Theosophist, and etc., appears to have made any impression on him. Jawaharlal Nehru also had a venerable Indian tutor who taught him Hindi and Sanskrit. From Harrow, he went to Trinity College, Cambridge, when he spent 3 years earning an honours degree in natural science. On living in Cambridge, he qualified as a barrister after 2 years at the Inner Temple, London, where in his own words he passed his examinations with neither glory nor ignominy. The 7 years Nehru spent in England. After 4 years, he returns to India. In March 1916, Nehru married with Kamla. Kamla, also from the Kashmir, then settled in Delhi. Their only child Indira Gandhi also served as Prime Minister of India. Nehru's autobiography discloses his lively interest in Indian politics during the time he was studying abroad. His letters to his father over same period reveals their common interest in India's freedom. But not until father and son met Mahatma Gandhi at first time in annual meeting of Indian National Congress in Lucknow. Gandhi is 20 years of his senior. Neither seem to have made any initially strong impression on other. Gandhi makes no mention of Nehru is in an autobiography of the dictated while imprisoned in the early 19th century. The omission is understandable since Nehru's role in Indian politics was secondary until he was elected president of the Congress Party in 1929 century. Nehru's close association with the Congress Party dates 1990 in the immediate aftermath of World War I. That period saw an early wave of nationalist activity and governmental repression, which culminated in the massacre of Amritsar in April 1990. According to an official report, 379 persons were killed and at least 1,200 were wounded when the local British military commander ordered his troops to fire on a crowd of unarmed Indians assembled in an almost completely enclosed space in the city. When late in 1921, the prominent leaders and workers of the Congress Party were outlawed in some provinces, Nehru went to prison for the first time. Over the next 24 years, he was to serve another 8 periods of detention, the last and longest ending in the June 1945 after an imprisonment of almost 3 years. In all, Nehru spent more than 9 years in jail. Characteristically, he described his terms of incarceration as normal interludes in a life of abnormal political activity. So thanks for watching my presentation.